Okay guys, next I'm going to tie you an improved double clinch knot. This is my favorite knot for tying on for sturgeon fishing on my main line and whatnot, but I'm going to tie it on here instead of a snap swivel. You just go through the eye once, make a loop, and go through it back this way again. Like that. You have that double, that's the double loop. And then I pinch it in my fingers like this, and then wrap it 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I go through both of those loops. And then I go back through the one you just created here. And then I wet it because braid tightens up easier that way. Okay, there we go, right there. I'm going to trim the tag. Always leave a little bit extra in case it's not quite tightened up or something. And there you go. Improved double loop clinch knot. Next, I want to tie you a double surgeon's knot. This is a good knot for beginners, or if you're in an application where you need a loop real fast, but you're not going to have a lot of tension on the line, you know, where you're stressing it, where it might break, because it isn't real strong. It tends to break on the knots. You go over, do an overhand knot, like I said before, like that, and then do another time through there like that, so you're double through it, and then just pull it up like that, and that is a double surgeon's knot. Now the other way you do a double surgeon's knot, you can use this in fly fishing for tying on a tippet onto your leader line, but you overlap your lines like this, and then go over, just do an overhand knot, pull everything through, do an overhand knot through there again, so you're through it twice like that, and then pull it up, and then trim your tags. And there you go, an inline double loop surgeon's knot. Next, I'm going to tie you guys a spool knot. You can start by putting an overhand knot. You can even go through it twice like we did on the surgeon's knot to make a little bit bigger of a lump. And then trim off your tag. And you want to run it through your spool. And then what you're going to do is go over the top, back around through the bottom, over the top, back around through the bottom, and then over here. So basically you're just tying an overhand knot, but you're incorporating this into the loop. And then pull it tight. And then just tighten it up, and that line will slip down to that knot. Where you get you right there and pull it nice and tight. And from there, you just spool up your reel. Okay, now I'm going to tie you a Snell knot on here, but I'm also, while I'm doing that, I'm going to tie where we use a Snell knot on both of these to make these back-to-back hooks like this, like we use on the cut plugs. Use them down there in the metro area for river salmon. Use them out in the ocean for river salmon. Use them on the lakes for all kinds of stuff. Kokanee, trout, kings, landlocked kings. I'm going to tie all this up for you right now. So the first thing we're going to do is just a regular old Snell knot. Put your line through the eye. Come back around, put it through this eye again, a second time. A little more difficult with this braided line versus using mono. And now we'll see what you got is a loop going in the eye, second time. Now you want to, since we're going to do the double one here, you want to leave a pretty good tag out here. If you're not doing the double one, you don't leave much of a tag, anything just right out here is enough. Now you want to wrap it like 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What I usually do is pinch the windings in my fingers, pull them down towards the eye. Now, you can wet this if you want, but it's not really a must, because when you wind it on there, it's all kind of snug, but it's not tight. So when you pull your line through here, it's not really going to burn. But if you want to wet it, you can. Or if you want to get to this point and wet it, and then cinch it right there. And you see I got a pretty good tag out here. Okay, now that you got the one hook on here, I'm going to do the same thing with this one. As you do the first one, go through the eye second time. Then you want to pull it up like pretty close like this. Have the two inside of each other like that. Because you're going to gain a little bit when you go to snug it up. So try to get 8 winds. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now you want to snug it up like this. And pull everything tight. Yeah. Trim your tag. And there you go. You got the back-to-back hooks using the Snell knot. Okay guys, now I'm going to tie you a Uni To Uni knot. I'm going to use the green line for one side and this yellow on the other so you can see it better. Hopefully you can see it better. What you want to do, start over here, just do a loop around, kind of like going through the eyes on the Snell knot. And then you want to wrap it through here like 6 times. 5, 6. And then pull it up. You don't want to pull it too all the way tight. Just kind of pull it up so it gets all the slack out. You want to turn it around the other way. Do the same thing. Go around here like this, making your loop. And then wind this 6 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now you want to pull this one up. Same thing, you want to pull it up snug but not tight, and then you want to pull these lines together like that. Now you want to pull them tight like that. That is a good knot right there. It's a great knot for if you want to peel off some old line, but you don't want to peel it all off your reel, and put some more line back on it, fill up the spool. Great knot for that. Great knot for tying a tippet to a leader, all different kinds of applications for it. It's a good knot. And you can trim that closer than I did. You can trim this one up pretty tight. So there you go, a Uni to Uni knot.